welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for joining me again for another tarot read. Let's go ahead and get going. I'm actually getting told tokens right off the bat. So Spirit wants to use tokens for this tarot read for you guys. All right, Spirit. So what do you got to say to the collective today? What does the collective need to hear? And I got 3 coins here. So 3 seems to work best for us. Let's see what we got. Interesting. We have justice. Justice tends to be balanced. Sometimes it's a bit of a Libra energy or something that's to be made fair. We also have the Emperor coin. And temperance as well. Temperance is about balance. These are interesting coins here. I want to know what's going on because I see a lot of balance or to be made equal here. Now we're going to grab from this tarot deck today. This is the one that was calling to me. So Spirit, can you please give me a message for the collective? What do these coins mean? The masculine. Well, that's really interesting because the Emperor can also be sort of that divine masculine energy. So we might be talking about sort of a more dominant masculine energy playing a role here. And I don't know if this is, we all have a feminine side and a masculine side, so this might be a need to sort of draw on that masculine energy, or this might actually be a masculine energy who we're dealing with. Risky choices. Ooh. I'm going to pull a couple more here coming out. Making your presence known. I don't know. I think somebody's getting in trouble here. I keep getting that vibe with that risky choices. Even this one too. I don't know. Somebody's doing some shit they shouldn't be doing. I feel like a truth coming out here. I feel like that's what this is speaking to. I feel a truth coming out or something coming to light that maybe you weren't aware of or you were suspicious of. Foundation. And waiting. Yeah, this is like trying to build with somebody who's keeping secrets. That's what I keep feeling like we never get a solid foundation and progress because there's always something happening behind the scenes. I always feel like there's something sneaky in this read. There's something sneaky. I keep getting it tied to that masculine energy. So I don't know what's going on there with that person or somebody who's in a more masculine energy, but I feel like it's kind of tied to that and somebody who's not quite what they're showing they are. There's something behind the scenes here. Waiting. Like you're always left kind of waiting for them to step up, waiting for them to tell the truth, waiting for the commitment, waiting for something to, to take that foundation to the next level, to start building on it, right? And start building something. Soul mission. Finding your own path in life, discovering your soul mission, path of knowledge. Soul mission. I don't know. I get a weird vibe from this card, you guys. Soul mission. I'm going to pull another one for that one. I get a really weird vibe off of that doesn't have a whole lot to do with what it says. Desiring. I keep feeling like something secret in there. I do feel it tied to that masculine energy. It's like something that they deeply desire or something they enjoy doing. It is tied into risky choices and it's like something they're keeping a secret or something they're denying. But in the meantime, they're like, quite frankly, they're like jerking you around. Instead of just like doing whatever they want to do and giving you the freedom to go move on with your life, it's like kind of keeping you in limbo. Well, they got all this secret whatever going on, desiring. Yeah. This is tied into something that they desire, something they enjoy doing. I gotta tell you, feel like this might be something in the bedroom here. We'll keep pulling cards, but I don't feel like this is speaking necessarily to a career or something. That's not the vibe that I'm getting here. But it's like, in the meantime, here you are trying to build. And it's like waiting and pissing away your time with somebody who's not giving you what you need and somebody who's really not stepping up and being honest with you like you deserve. Priestess of Light. See, this is more like your card. You have strong intuition too, which is part of why I kept feeling like somebody might have suspicions here. Or you might be wondering about something going on, like something doesn't feel right to you or something feels off. You're like, if there wasn't a problem or some deeper thing that's hidden, we would be farther along in building by now. We wouldn't still be at this early stage. We'd actually have something to show for the time that we've spent together. You're like, there's something else happening here. Like your spidey senses are going off. Your intuition is going off. You know there's something wrong with whatever's going on here. Wish to come true. And I think you have a deep connection to this person. I think you deeply care for them. And I do believe you wish that this could become something more. And I think that's why you've been waiting and why you've put in so much effort and put in so much time. Because you see that there could be a potential future there. I do feel like that's starting to wane. As I go throughout this reading, I go throughout all of this, I start to feel like that feels like a little bit less now. We're not feeling that as strongly as we did before. The suspicions are getting a bit heavier. Our patience is wearing thin. We're wondering what's going on. Containing. And this one's not being true or honest to you. Like I said, they got something going on behind the scenes that they're hiding. And it's like the path they want to walk in life or what they're really looking to do or who they're really wanting to be. And this desire, and they are, I keep feeling like we are fulfilling them, but not in the way they want. This person would be happy to do it out in the open, but for whatever reason, they're choosing not to. And they're choosing to keep it kind of like a secret. And then kind of have this front with you. But that's not fair to you to keep you in that position. Far away. Separation, breakup. I don't know if you guys have sort of moved apart from each other. And this is a situation that was in your past and a situation that you've moved away from. And maybe you're still wondering about it and that's why it's coming to tarot. Or if this card is talking about, maybe this might be possibly where things go. That there may be a parting of ways here. Can you please tell me more, tarot, about what's going on in this situation? There you go. Thank you. I gotta pull another card for that one. Yeah, it's like this person wants to kind of have it all. They want all of this, whatever this is, this risky shit that they're doing behind the scenes. They want to have this, but they want to have this front with you too. This is kind of like their safety net, having you there. Whatever they are doing with you, they want to keep that. I keep getting the word like security and safe. Like they feel safe having this little haven to go to, but they want to go do risky shit too. It's like they want their cake and they want to eat it too. Well, the thing is, where the hell does that leave you? How is that fair to you? That they want to go play around and do whatever and have these risky behaviors and these risky choices and keep these secrets from you. But then you're supposed to, what? Pay the bills, keep their house clean, be waiting for them with their slippers when they show up. When they decide to show up after they've been running around doing God knows what behind your back, you know, like where does it leave you? That's not fair to you. You deserve to have what it is you're trying to build. And if that's not what they're going to give you, this person should step up and be honest with you and tell you what it is. Yeah, it's kind of like they're enjoying this. They're enjoying sort of having both worlds. Whatever it is they're doing, like I said, I do feel like this is something you would not be okay with. It might possibly be some kind of something in the bedroom here. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's something that you would not be okay with. It's something if they came out and said, I've been doing this, you'd say, pack your shit up and get out of my house. You would not be okay with it, which is why they're keeping it a secret. I don't feel afterlife in this. I gotta tell you, I don't feel past life connection in it. It also represents death and rebirth. So obviously endings and beginnings. So a change. I keep feeling like there needs to be a change here. Like if you're wanting some kind of a solid foundation to build a life with somebody who's open and honest, you will not find it here with this person who this masculine card represents. This is not somebody who is capable of giving this to you because they got all sorts of other shit going on behind the scenes. Things that you would not be okay with. Things that you would not be willing to compromise on, and things that would take away your self-respect and your happiness. So I do feel a transition here. Look at that. We got justice a second time. Doing what you think is right. Only honesty brings success. Yeah, truth. A truth coming out. Being honest. Bringing things back into balance here. That's interesting that justice came out twice, though. I don't think that that's by accident. Sacred alchemy. I know your intuition is going off. I know for a fact your intuition is going off and you're like, something's wrong here. And I think deep down, you kind of know what it is. You know what's going on. You have a pretty good idea of what this person's kind of doing behind your back. You might not know specifics. You might not know the extent of it, and perhaps you don't even want to know, but you do know what's going on. You do have a pretty damn good idea of what's going on. Transformation. I just feel like there's this need to sort of call it what it is. Call it what it is. This person is not being honest. This person is doing things behind your back. Like, these secrets are hurting and these secrets are wasting your time. And there's a need to confront the secrets. And the secret keeper over here. There is a need for confrontation here to be able to bring everything out into the open. Because like I said, like, this person is just, they're jerking you around. I could feel it right in the first set of the cards. They're jerking you around because they like having you there. They like having that situation, but they want all this other crap going on behind the scenes too. Things that would be hurtful and disrespectful to you. Harmony. I'll tell you what I feel in this harmony, though. I feel freedom, and I feel like self-worth and self-respect. I do feel like there's a need to sort of speak a truth here, to come forward and say things out loud, to be able to call this what this is, to like take your power back. Protection. And I do feel like you've been protected thus far from whatever they've been doing. Whatever, because it's risky. Whatever they're doing is risky. And so far, it has not affected you. I do feel like given enough time, though, staying put health-wise, this might affect you in some way. And I do get told the word health. So whatever they're doing opens them up to health issues that they can then pass on to other people. And it's important to look after yourself. Like I said, I think you've been protected thus far and you've escaped from whatever that is and have not gotten anything. But I do feel like it's very important to make a change here. And like I said, this might be something you already went through in the past. We have two cards that speak about something coming to an end and a separation and a moving away. Sands of time. Time is running out. I feel patience running out. I could feel that idea of what the future could be with this person, that want and that drive to work towards that really waning. As we started getting through this cards, I could really feel it like backing off and backing off. Back to life. Unfinished business, unresolved issues, loose ends. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is something you've been through in the past or if this is something that's going on right now, but I do see two completely different energies who want two completely different things. Somebody wants solidity and stability. They want to build a life, they want something that they can count on, and somebody wants a front of that, like a safe place to crash or whatever, and then they want to go play and do risky things on the side. So they're not giving to anyone who wants something solid. They can't give that. This is not somebody who's capable of giving that to somebody. I need a tarot deck. Ooh, okay. Witch's Tarot is coming forward, so this belongs to your read. So, Spirit, can you please bring more clarification on this read and what's going on in here? What's going on? Ooh, the shadow side. Somebody has a shadow side. Whoever that masculine card represents, that person has a shadow side. That person has secrets. And they had secrets before you showed up. They still have secrets now, and they'll probably have secrets after. This is somebody who likes to keep their play side and their risky choices kind of hidden. Like I said, they want that solid front. They want to present this image, so they like to have like a grounded partner who's solid and who's stable. and who looks good, and they like to have that person on their arm. They like to have a little home with them, because that's like their mask. That's like their image. That's their beard. That's what they present as sort of, this is who I am, but it's not who they are underneath. They like to go do whatever this other crap is underneath. That shadow side is 100% their card. The Eight of Wands. I keep getting like swift communication, like communicating about something, but it brings change too. So like as soon as words get spoken, it's like there's no going back. Then things change from there. So this is like if you're calling this out and you're calling this forward and you're confronting this person for what it is, no matter what they say to you, whether they admit to it or whether they try and deny it, there's no going back. It changes the dynamic. It changes the way that you see them. It changes the way that you see this relationship. And like that switch has just been flipped for you. And that's that. I think that's like the first step to really being on your way out of this. Because I think it's kind of like slowly getting there anyways, slowly pulling back, really not liking what's going on with this person. And once the words are spoken, no matter how they react to it, no matter what truth they tell you or untruth they tell you, I just keep feeling like this is like you're already on your way out. Keep feeling like this is not something you want to be around. The Three of Swords. And it is heartbreaking because you've put a lot of time and effort into this. You were presented with a false image of who this partner was and what you were putting your time and your effort and emotions into. You were being lied to right from the get-go from this person, because this person had this darkness, like I said, before you showed up. Whatever this card represents, that is not a soul mission. I'm telling you, that is not a bloody soul mission. But whatever this image represents, this desiring the risky choices, those all tie together. Whatever that is that represents, they were doing that before you showed up. So that has nothing to do with you. This was a pattern this person already had. This was a secret this person already kept. And so they were bringing you in with false expectations and false promises. But I see here it's very important for you to take your power back. For you to feel your power, for you to be able to speak your truth and to stand up for yourself here and recognize your self-worth. The Queen of Wands tends to be pretty fiery, but she has that ability to be a leadership, or have that leadership role in her life and be a leader to herself and to others too. She's very powerful. And I feel that power coming off of this card. It actually reminds me of the image on this waiting card, because I feel power on that card too, but this feels more aggressive in power. Whereas this one's a little bit more subdued, and I feel like it's sort of waiting for something, like the card says. I keep getting from this Queen of Wands that she is going to take action. She is willing to take action here. On the Fool card. I don't want to offend y'all or nothing, and I'm not saying somebody's a fool, but I do see that somebody feels like, and I do feel like it goes with this transition and speaking your truth, and kind of, I do feel that there's going to be a separating of ways here. And sort of when that comes along, somebody looking back in retrospect and thinking, like, why didn't I see it? Why didn't I accept the truth sooner? Why did I just have kind of that blind faith? So I do feel a regret in this card that someone didn't maybe trust their intuition sooner, or chose to sort of close their eyes off to their intuition because of what they were desiring and what they wanted this to become. But I see here too, this is really interesting, because this Five of Pentacles, this tree speaks to me of the ending of this union with these two people, these two energies. It speaks to me of that coming to an end, of the heartbreak that goes with it, the healing period. But then I see the little flower coming forward. It's that rebirth, right? This, like the after card, death and rebirth, coming back to life. And I do see that somebody is stronger and more vibrant and more powerful for it, because they found the courage to speak their truth. They found the courage to speak their mind, even though they knew that it was sort of calling all of this to the surface and probably bringing forward a set of circumstances that really they didn't want at the end of the day. They don't necessarily want a parting of ways here. They want it to turn into something wonderful, but it's that acceptance that this is not going to be that. And that's heartbreaking too. That's heartbreaking too, to realize that that wasn't something that was going to come to fruition. So that's not easy, but I do see that somebody's stronger for being able to accept that and to face that truth and to speak up anyways. I'll tell you, the World card, it is rewards from the universe. It is. It's for putting in the hard work. It's what comes your way after. That's what I keep feeling in this card. Rewards from the universe for being able to step up, for being able to speak your truth, even though you might have been afraid of the consequences of it. But because you knew it was the right thing for you to do. It was the right thing for yourself. It does come with benefits. It absolutely comes with benefits. Page of Wands. That's funny. A lot of times I feel like he's kind of some little sneak goofball. I don't get that vibe here. I get someone who's very innocent and just doesn't know, is what I keep feeling. And the Star card represents clarity. I'm telling you guys, you are not who you were when this relationship started. Keep feeling like part of the rewards are your eyes being open. I'm not saying you were naive getting into a relationship with this person, but I don't think you recognized the signs right away, or you didn't trust your intuition when the signs came forward for whatever reason. So I just feel like a maturing, and I feel like a personal growth within all of this coming forward in your life, learning lessons, finding clarity. Even in the Star card, I feel a lot more maturity. And also confidence in what I know, or in the clarity that I find. So like when your intuition is telling you something, trusting your intuition and having confidence that your intuition is telling you the truth, and you know what's going on here. Can you tell me more, please, Spirit, about what's going on in this situation? The 10 of Wands. And the King of Cups and the 2 of Wands. I'll tell you this too. It takes a period of time to heal after something like this too. And when these energies part, if you're parting with this energy, whoever this masculine energy is, it takes time to heal from something like that, for your heart to heal. Allow yourself time to heal and to go through the emotions the way that you need to go through them, so that you can release them and you don't carry them as burdens when you're moving on and moving forward. Because that King of Cups can sometimes represent a new love. I don't feel an energy behind him right now. I feel like he's more of like an idea or something that may be sitting in your future. So coming into a new love relationship. Until you meet this next person, it's important to use your time for unpacking. Unpacking all of this, allowing yourself a chance to heal and your heart to heal from it. And the 2 of Wands, because I keep feeling like this is where you're headed. You're headed towards a King of Cups. At some point, you will find a new love. At some point, a new love opportunity will come your way. So it's important not to bring everything that happened with this one. I don't like this one. This one over here into somebody who's not like that, and into somebody who's maybe very honest and genuine and true. So it's important not to let that one from your past ruin a beautiful opportunity that you might have in the future, because this one's done enough. I feel like they've done enough damage, all the lying and everything they had going on behind the scenes, whether you realize what the extent of it is or not, still they've done enough. And they've taken enough of your time. They've taken enough of your energy. They've taken enough of your emotions. Don't allow them to have any more. You deserve to have the future that you would like. And if that future is with somebody else and with a loving, caring partner, you deserve to have that. You absolutely do. Can you tell me more, please, Spirit? I think this is why we got the Temperance coin too. That's all about balance. Being able to find your balance afterward. Being able to sort through the emotions and to not allow the emotions of the past come forward to cloud what could be in the future. The Hangman. The Hangman represents that too. The only thing that can stop us from finding success is ourselves. The fears, the doubts, the insecurities, leftover emotions, unfinished business, unresolved issues. It's important to release these things, because in releasing those things, sorting through them and releasing them, we release ourselves too and allow ourselves to have the future and the things that we deserve. Two of Pentacles. We got balance again. Balance. We got two Justices. The Temperance card. On the Two of Pentacles. Balance, balance, balance. It's time to come back into balance here. The Magician. I got to tell you, this is not your card. And it does not have a very positive energy to it. It belongs to whoever you were dealing with. That person is used to manipulating and lying to people. So if you're down on yourself, like this Fool card was telling me about maybe feeling foolish for believing it for so long, this person is like master manipulator. They're very good at hiding things. They're very good at presenting an image that they want to present. They are a magician. They are a manipulator. They know how to show people only a certain side. So don't get down on yourself because you believed in a loving, caring future. That's nothing to be ashamed of, and that's nothing to be embarrassed by. This person duped you right from the beginning. This person, their intent right from the beginning was to lie to you and was to cheat you out of time in your life from having what you deserve. And they've done it to other people before, and they'll probably do it to other people after, because that just is how this person operates. I don't see this person ever just fully coming out and living this dark side of themselves, because I do feel like it's a darker side. I don't feel like that's something they're going to do. I feel like they always want to have that half, and they want to have this other half like they had with you. That's how they enjoy living their life. Can you please give me more, Spirit? The Nine of Cups. Okay, so this Nine of Cups, it is wish fulfillment, but this is you fulfilling your own wishes. This is you pursuing your own goals. This is you standing up for yourself and recognizing your own self-worth, celebrating yourself, and saying, I deserve. If you want to have that loving relationship in your life, it's telling yourself, I deserve to have that, and I will not settle for anything less. And that is what I'm going to achieve in my life. I will not settle for people who lie, who cheat, who steal, who manipulate. There is no space for them to come forward, but people who show me that they are truthful, they are genuine, they follow through with their word, they are kind, they are empathetic. These are people I'm going to give my time and my energy to. And this is going to help to bring more fulfillment into my life. Having caring connections. Because after you've dealt with this one, I got to tell you, you are going to be able to recognize BS a mile away. You'll be able to see it coming. Nobody's going to be able to pull that. I don't feel like you ever encountered that before, and that's why I got that Page of Wands vibe. Like, I didn't want to say that you were naive, because this person's really skilled at manipulating. I don't think you ever ran into somebody who was that manipulative before. Like, nothing in your life had prepared you for that. Absolutely nothing. I do feel like you've learned some pretty serious lessons from dealing with them. I do feel like you could smell it coming a mile away. And that's what the Queen of Swords says too. She can see BS coming a mile away. She's like, bring it on. Bring it on. She can cut down lies. She recognizes them when they come towards her. She is only interested in the truth and honesty and integrity. She's not putting up with less. And like I said, with that one, you can see it coming. After you dealt with that one, you see lies coming a mile away. The Three of Pentacles. I do feel in this Three of Pentacles, I keep feeling like it's not learning lessons. Starting to see the fruits of your labor. It's something mixed in between the energies and emotions that I'm getting. Because it doesn't just involve your energy. I feel another energy involved in it, but that energy isn't solid yet. It's not something I can really dig into and know who it is. I do feel it's tied to the King of Cups card. And it's tied to what might come forward in your future, or who you may meet in your future. And being able to have that knowledge and that skill to be able to get what you want out of a relationship in the future. Because you're going to recognize the negative ones and you can send them packing. And if you can recognize the negative ones, you can recognize the positive ones. And you're going to have those boundaries ahead of time, right? Of what you're not going to put up with. And what you're not going to compromise. I just keep feeling like you're prepared. Like this is like being prepared. And it's just a matter of time before the King of Cups comes forward. And like I said, I can't get a beat on who he is. I can't get a feeling of emotions or energies behind him. Because you haven't met him yet and he's still sitting in your future. He hasn't been decided yet. But it's an opportunity that's going to come, and I see you being prepared for it. Part of that preparing, like I said again, is unloading. Is unloading from this one. The last of the baggage, so that this one, that I don't like, this one does not stop you from finding a good one. This one does not affect your life farther in the future because they've taken enough of your time and your energy. The Four of Wands is happiness, it's celebration. It's a solid foundation. It can be commitment. I do feel like this is what you were after with this person, or what you were led to believe that this person was after with you. This is what you can still have in the future if this is something that you're wanting. Learning your lessons from here, setting your boundaries. I keep feeling like you're prepared, or you're preparing for this. And this is what this King of Cups is going to bring when they come your way. They bring the opportunity for this. So it's important to, like I said, release the past. Forgive whatever. Don't be hard on yourself. Be kind to yourself. Shit happens. There's no point in playing the coulda, shoulda, woulda game because we don't have a time machine. So you're just going to drive yourself nuts. You can't change the past. It just is what it is. It's important to allow yourself to heal from that. Release those things and to just look forward to the future. Yeah, because I think you do have a committed family situation in the future. I do believe this is part of what waits for you in the future. That 10 of Pentacles, it is that legacy. It is a family situation. It is commitment. And I do believe that if that is what you choose, and maybe that's why I can't get a real feel behind these ones, because perhaps you're just not in a spot where you're sure if that's what you're willing to open up to again. But I'm telling you, if you come to the conclusion that you are open to this again and you're open to have this come back into your life, the opportunity will come to you. And like I said, maybe that's why this is sort of in limbo and it's sort of waiting and I can't get the energies and emotions behind it because you haven't decided yet. You haven't decided what you want your future to hold. But when you decide, and if this is what you decide you would like, it will come to you. It will absolutely come to you. I would not worry about this piece of things in the future, about what might happen. Page of Swords. I gotta tell you, I don't get the nicest vibe off of the Page of Swords either. I'm trying to place him. I just don't get the nicest feel off of him. Who is that Page of Swords? Page of Swords. He strikes me as the same type of energy as this one. But like, this one feels a lot like stronger and this one just feels immature. So this might be at the core of this person. This is really what's going on behind the scenes. This is somebody who's very selfish, who's very arrogant, who's very immature in many, many, many ways, who uses words to manipulate and tries to control what people think and what people feel so that they can take advantage of them. It is for selfish needs. I feel like this energy has taken up enough of your time. You've lost enough sleep because of this. And this person doesn't deserve any more of it. Because that's all they are. They might be good looking. They might have presented you with whatever it seemed really great. But at their core, they can't offer you what you deserve. They're just a Page of Swords. They're only a Page of Swords and they're choosing to stay in Page of Swords. They're choosing to stay in this energy. They want two different sides of their life. They always want to entertain their dark side while having someone awesome and solid who they can take advantage of in a home life situation. Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is about reaping what we've sown. It's about that abundant harvest. I keep feeling like it ties to the Knight of Pentacles and something searching for a long time, finally coming to fruition. Something over a long period of time. He's also a very steady Eddie. So slow and steady wins the race. So it might take him a long time to get to the finish line, but he always gets there. I feel like you're somebody solid and you're somebody who's willing to put in time and effort and work, which is what you showed here, to be able to get what you want. You're like a steady Eddie. You're very grounded. You're very solid. You're very focused in what you want for your goals for the future, and you're willing to work hard to get them. You're willing to put in that work to obtain the abundant harvest that you're looking for. But when that abundant harvest, when that abundant harvest includes another energy, that other energy has to match you. It has to be just as driven as you are to receive those results for both of you to obtain them together. The Page of Cups. I think you'll be very, very careful who you're open to. I feel that Page of Cups coming forward, it's not you, it's someone bringing an offering to you, an offering of friendship. I feel a lot of caution. A lot of caution in new energies that show up. A lot of caution in whether I'm going to open up my heart to them, whether I'm going to trust, whether I'm going to have anything to do with other people. You're very, very cautious, and it's okay to take your time to get to know people. Maybe with this one, you moved a little faster than maybe in retrospect you should have, and you would have been able to see signs earlier if you had taken it a bit slower. So maybe now you're determined not to make that mistake again, and you're thinking of moving a little bit faster, because I know you have your self-worth. You absolutely know your self-worth. This is part of your Empress journey with your healing and finding the best form of yourself. But this is also about growing abundance and personal evolution too. So you're learning your lessons along the way. Taking what lessons can be learned from this hurtful situation to be better for it in the future. To not repeat the same mistakes of the past. And to be able to find your abundance. And once you come into this Empress energy, you really get noticed. So you might start getting more attention too. Ten of Swords. I gotta tell you though, don't let this shit from the past carry into your future. If this is somebody who you've been through, if this situation is over and done with, do not allow this one to take up more of your energy and more space in your life that does not allow you to move forward in the future. Because I keep feeling like this is the past coming back and keeping you stuck and keeping you weighed down. And I don't get that vibe a lot off of the Ten of Swords, because it really doesn't mean that. It usually means a disappointing ending, but one that benefits you in the long run. I keep feeling like this is like weighing you down, past shit weighing you down. Don't let it weigh you down. Release this stuff. Release this so that you can have the future that you desire. You can find your Ten of Cups, whatever your Ten of Cups is. It is happiness and abundance in the home life. Whether that's with somebody, having kids, whether it's by yourself, whatever that is. You can't have that peace and that harmony and that balance with that one's energy weighing you down and having the thoughts and having it pull at you. You really got to work hard at releasing that piece of things. So like the Five of Pentacles, letting the tree go and becoming the flower. That rebirth, starting fresh. The Eight of Pentacles. I keep feeling too like chalking it up to lessons learned. Lessons learned, because I do feel like there's lessons in everything for all of us. Everything that we go through in life, all the people that we meet, there's always a lesson behind it and some knowledge that can be gained. And as hurtful as all of this was, I do feel that there was most likely a lesson in there for you as well. And that may be to take things slow and steady, to get to know people a little bit slower so that you don't find yourself in this situation again, or you can recognize the BS when it comes your way, because you're sure smart enough to see it now. You saw enough of it from there. And you now know to trust your intuition and what it tells you. And you ain't afraid to cut down a lie with the truth. So stay steady in your energies. Stay confident in your energy. When you decide what it is you want for the future, your future will be waiting for you. But don't allow darkness and other people's darkness to stop you from moving forward and achieving the future that you want and that you deserve. Alrighty guys, take care.